What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Taz back with another video, but today we're going to talk about this bike because I have some very important news to tell you. If you haven't heard, the news was just released like last week or I'm sorry, like a couple days ago. All right, so I'm going to make this video as short and as informative as I possibly can. I am going to try and make this video as short and as formative as I can. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture on the screen right here, and I'll give you a second to pause it, read it, and then continue the video. Did you pause it? Of course you didn't, because you were too lazy to read, and now I got to make a video on this. So listen, if you have or you know somebody that owns a 2024 or 2025 ZX6R, there is a recall going out for these bikes. It is a manufacturer defect. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not looking at the paper, but it is for the number 5 crankshaft bearing. Okay, so because I found this news out, I'm not going to be riding for a while until I get this fixed. And if you know, I bought this bike at a Kawasaki dealership. So if you own one of these bikes, please stop riding them. It's like being on a ticking time bomb. If you know somebody that is on this bike, tell them to stop riding it until their bike is inspected and they are not on one of the machines that have this defect. Now, I did buy this from a Kawasaki dealership, and I called the service, and they put me on a list. Okay, so I advise you, if you know somebody that owns one of these bikes, all the 2024 and 2025 ZX6Rs, right? It could be an ABS, non-ABS, KRT edition. Okay, you need to call your local shop and call service, and you're going to be put on a waiting list. And luckily, I called soon enough that I was one of the six people that got on the list, because we don't know how long we're going to be waiting for. These dealerships and services, shops, they're waiting to hear back from Kawasaki. Oh my God, they're waiting to hear back from Kawasaki for the remedy and the parts. And if I'm not mistaken, this will all be covered underneath manufacturer warranty, so you shouldn't have to pay a single penny for this. If you are somebody that dailies one of these bikes, I'm so sorry to hear that, because there's nothing you can absolutely do, right? You have to get to, and you got to get to work, and back and forth. It's your only reliability, right? The only thing you have. And this bike right here has like 1,900 miles, and I would sure be heartbroken if I was riding and like the engine decided to. So if you had a ride planned tomorrow, next weekend, next month, yeah, you need to cancel that. Okay, I advise you, do not ride this machine until you get it inspected by a local shop. Now, when I did call service, I gave them my VIN number, and they looked it up, and they said, yeah, your bike has one of the recalls. Now, like I said, every single bike has the recall, but just because this bike has the recall doesn't mean this one does have that defective crankshaft bearing. It's really unfortunate. We don't know how long they're going to take. It could be weeks, it could be months. They gotta. And mind you, right, what's really chaotic about this is there's a lot of 2024s and 2025 ZX6Rs out there, and there's a lot that the dealerships have that are still, they are still over there in the crates, and they need to be serviced. And now everybody that owns these bikes, these are a priority more than what they have at the dealership that are ready to sell. So I have a feeling this is gonna take some time for sure to go over all the bikes, and then whatever they have in the crate still, they gotta go over those. So, I'm sure this is, we don't know how long this is gonna take. So yeah, that's it for this video. It was very short and informative. Like I said, if you own a 24 or a 25 ZX6R, you know somebody who owns one, and you don't know about this recall issue, please stop riding right now. Okay, just stop riding. And I know everybody loves to ride. If you're having a bad day or a bad week, going for a ride solves all your problems, okay? This is a serious matter. Please do not get on this machine until you get it to a shop, and you get it inspected, and Kawasaki figures out everything, whatever the process is, what they're doing. So until then, I will not be riding this bike. Maybe I'll ride this one, I don't know. Probably not. But until then, I don't know when's the next time I'll upload a video. The next video I upload, maybe it'll be me taking this to the shop and going through that process, or maybe we'll go for a ride on this thing. I don't know. So yep. that was it for this video. Very short. I hope this video was somewhat helpful. If you didn't know, now you know. If you know somebody that doesn't know, please spread the word, because yeah, this is pretty serious. I've never owned something that had a recall, so this is my first time. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you.